So today we're going to get into a topic that a lot of people ask about. A lot of people want to know, should I invest some more money in my house? I'm looking to sell my house. My house is 10, 15, 20 years old. I want to make it look as good as possible, but do I really want to spend the time, the effort, the money? Do I want to hire someone to come in and do things and fix it up and make it look like someone else would want to live here? Do I want to make it look a little more neutral, make it look a little less personal to me, make it look a little bit more market friendly? So that's a question that we're going to answer for you today. So if you stick around to the end of the video, we're going to get into whether or not in a heavy buyer's market, do you want to invest the money? Do you want to spend the time to have a professional come in, or do you want to try and do it yourself? These are all questions we're going to try to get into at the end of the video. So stick around to the end. If you could like and subscribe, that helps us out tremendously with getting our content out to you, spreading it around the internet, getting more people involved in the topics. We try to go into a lot of topics on real estate specifically that have to do with buying homes, selling homes, aspects of home ownership, how to do things, how to fix things. So if you like and subscribe, that'll help us out. It'll also help you out, and it'll help get our message out to more people. So sit back, relax. Let's get into whether or not you should fix your home up, put some money into it, or whether you should just leave it alone and list it as is. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the mentality of a typical home buyer. A typical home buyer, whether you're a first-time home buyer, second time, or it's your 20th house that you bought, the majority of buyers do not want to buy a fixer-upper. Let's just be honest. There's a small group of people that really enjoy that process. It's not a very fun process. A lot of people like working with their hands. A lot of people like building things. A lot of people like designing things. They like to look at other people's houses and say, I would have done this differently or whatever. It's like a hobby. But actually living in a home that's being remodeled is not fun. And even for myself, somebody who loves building things, loves remodeling things, loves installing things and tearing things down, I didn't even want to do that when I was looking to move. I was willing to do it if the price was right, but in a heavy seller's market, it really didn't yield enough return for me to actually go through the effort of being miserable for 6 months to a year and living in squalor and the house being torn apart. So for us, we ended up buying a brand new house, partly because there wasn't a lot of options. But now that we've entered a heavy buyer's market, and there's a lot of inventory growing on the market right now, there's a lot of stuff being added, a lot of stuff's been sitting for a little bit. So you have the option to make offers on as-is homes that are on the market, that have been there for a while, that need a lot of work. Now, as a seller, what you're thinking of is, hey, I've got a house that probably needs minimum of $50,000, maybe $100,000 put into it to really make it look modern. Is it going to be worth it? Do I really want to invest the money, the time, the effort into doing this so that I can make my house look like something I would have wanted to live in, but I'm doing it for someone else? Do I really want to do that? Is it going to be what we call an ROI, return on investment? Is it going to give me something back? So if I invest $50,000, I at least want to get $50,000 back, plus a faster home sale. A lot of people would say, well, I need to make money on this. If I'm going to put money into it, I want to make money on it. That's fine. But what you really want to do is you want to sell your home and move on, because the longer it sits on the market, the more the market could decline, the more you're going to have to keep lowering the price. You're going to be chasing that curve, that downward curve where the price is going down. Your house really is worth $500. You've got it priced at $520, and then in 3 months it's worth $480, and then you lower it down to $499, and you're just actually chasing that curve down the hill, and you're trying to get money, but you're sitting on top, and nobody wants to look at it. If you have a desirable home, something that has a really pretty kitchen, something that has an updated bathroom, that kind of thing, those things actually will make your house stand out. So if you're looking at 35 homes, let's say, in your price range in the area you want to live in as a buyer in a buyer's market, and you're looking at all these homes, you're going to say, oh my gosh, there's only 5 houses that actually have upgraded kitchen and bathroom. I'm going to hone in on those. And if I have to pay a little bit more for those, it's going to save me 6 months to a year of headache of having to remodel the other houses. I'm willing to pay a little bit more for those. This is where you're going to get the most action on your property. And you're going to get hopefully that money back because people are going to see the value. They're going to see that you just did this. It's got the modern appliances. It's got the modern colors. You painted the house. You've got maybe some stage furniture that really brings everything together and ties it together. These are all things that are going to be very good investments and are going to help you stand out in a heavy buyer's market. Okay, so I would say there's 3 different levels to this fixer-upper thing. If you're a seller and you're trying to fix your house up, there's like 3 different levels that you can focus on. These levels would be, I'm just going to touch things up, kind of repaint things, do some sanding, some buffing. I'm going to paint the walls, fix the dents, stuff like that. Maybe put some new furniture in, maybe borrow some furniture from a friend, or maybe hire a staging company, that kind of thing. That's really like stage 1. You can do that in like a week's time. Most people have the ability to actually do that themselves, or you can hire a handyman and pay him a few $100 to come in and do this in a couple days, that kind of thing. There's another level to that. The level 2, in my opinion, is going to be actually replacing things. So going through and replacing appliances, going through and kind of having the floors refinished if that's a thing, maybe having a couple of pieces of carpet replaced or having all the carpet replaced, stuff like that. These things can be done in like a week to 2 weeks, and they're only going to cost you maybe $2,000 to $15,000 depending on how big your house is and how many items you need to replace. And then there's the next level past that. The next level past that is going to be doing things like completely remodeling the kitchen, completely remodeling the master bathroom, maybe replacing the sink and the pedestal in the spare bathrooms, replacing the siding on the house. If your house has really dated siding, you could upgrade it to a more modern siding, and that's going to be a very expensive thing. It's going to take some time. The roof is another thing if your roof. These are all things that have a high ROI capacity for return. So looking at these three levels that we have, which one fits you best? That's something that you can either decide yourself, or maybe even just lean on a realtor like myself. We can come over and we can say, hey, if you want my honest opinion, this is what I would do, X, Y, and Z. I'm estimating that it would cost you this much money. Here's some contacts that I have. I have some handyman people. Here's some stores. I know the owner. Talked to Jerry over at so-and-so appliance place. These are all things that a realtor can help you out with. And that's another thing you can do is have your realtor, like myself, take you around to different houses that are for sale in your neighborhood, in your price point. And you can just kind of see, hey, this is another one that's going to be a competitor of yours. And this would give you an idea of kind of what your competition is for your area and give you an idea of what they did, what colors they used, what looks good. Go to some model homes, go into some model homes that are kind of nearby and see what they're doing. These people are professionals at staging homes, at decorating, at painting, at choosing color palettes, at choosing furniture, that kind of stuff. See what they did to stage their model home and see if it can help you get an insight into what you should do to be on top of the market instead of at the bottom. Okay, so the bottom line, in my opinion, is fixing your house up, especially in a market like we're in right now, which is a heavy buyer's market. You want to make your house as marketable as possible. And by marketable, I don't just mean everything brand new. I don't just mean, making sure that the paint is brand new and all these things. Those are all fine. You want to make your house expanded as far as the amount of people that want to look at your house. So, for instance, if you really love the color taupe, or you really love the color green, you're just a green fanatic and you paint your walls green, your carpets green, and it just makes you feel good. 99% of the buyers that are going to walk into your house, or maybe not even walk in, just look on the internet, on pictures that their realtor sends to them, they're going to see green walls and green carpet, and they're going to run the other way as fast as they can. So you want to make your house as marketable as possible to as many people as possible. So if you know that the trends are going with grays and whites and hardwood floor kind of thing with vinyl flooring and stuff, that is going to be what you're going to want to focus on. Get your house as broad as possible to as many people as possible. Focus on the bigger picture of as many people as possible. So if 90% of the people are looking for fixed up homes with nice modern kitchens, nice modern appliances, a nice master bathroom, and they want these colors, these modern colors, that's what you're going to want to do. So if you're in a market right now and you're looking to sell in a buyer's market, you're going to want to at least make your house marketable enough to where you're going to stand out from the competition. So what I would recommend is consult a realtor like myself, have us come in. We will look at your house. We will give you an assessment and say, okay, if you want my honest opinion, this is what I would do, X, Y, and Z. It's up to you as the homeowner. We can't make you do that. But if you look at the realtors' examples of why they're saying this, maybe take on a little trip and go around the neighborhood and see what other people have done to their house, look at some model homes, I think you'll quickly realize that it's actually a good thing to do, to invest the money. It's going to be a great return on investment. You're not going to be chasing the market downward. You're going to get your house sold quicker and you're going to move on. Anyways, I hope you found this video entertaining. I hope you found it educational. If you have any questions or comments, if you agree with what we've said or you disagree, leave us a comment. Go to idahopulse.com and you can contact us through there if you need any of our services or if you just have some questions. We're located in the Treasure Valley area. And if you need anything, let us know. Otherwise, have a great day and good luck in your real estate endeavors.